Welcome everybody to today's Tropical Storm Beryl update, as we'll be covering it as it's heading toward Texas, and we'll be live for each day to give you guys daily updates to get everybody in Texas to know what is happening, so no one's unaware of the situation. So we're gonna start the stream off here with just our introduction. So we're gonna be doing some severe weather coverage as well with those severe thunderstorm warnings, just so we can get those covered, so no one's aware of that as well. And well, they probably are aware that rain's coming, but they might not know it's severe at this moment. So let me put the thumbnail in. Perfect. Alright. And let's switch to the main screen here, to the main scene as... Alright, there we go. What is that? Here is Tropical Storm Beryl, as it is. Let me turn off the past track, because that kind of just looks... Alright, here it is. So Tropical Storm Beryl is right now, at this moment, 70-mile-per-hour winds and maximum gust 115. So it's a high-end tropical storm. So that's why we're gonna get a hurricane soon, with a Category 1 hurricane, max gust at 90 mile per hour and 70 mile per hour wind speed. And then this is going to strengthen as it heads toward the land, and it's going to get back to 85 mile per hour, and then it's going to go back very down, and it's going to be a tropical depression as it gets northeast of Austin. So if you're in South Texas, you need to be weather like hurricane aware, just so you can prepare. This is a high-end tropical storm right now, and we do have some severe thunderstorm warnings, one in Virginia and one in Michigan. This one, they're not really doing that much. This one in Virginia has small hail and 60 mile per hour winds. You can kind of tell it's not really a hailstorm, nothing too impressive on the reflectivity to show that this could be producing hail, but I do see, like right here, that there's some winds. We had a bunch of storms that impacted eastern Kentucky and central and western. And then we have severe thunderstorm warning here in Michigan. So if you're in Whittemore, Tazewell City, Meadow, Hemlock, Sand Lake, White Rock, Nashville City, you need to be indoors. This one looks so much more impressive, and I'm not gonna try to make everybody panic here, but we might see a tornado, like a potential tornado warning, and maybe even like a tornado possible with this. This does look pretty impressive, so like that's some rotation there, so maybe like a funnel or wall cloud be spotted, and it looks very impressive, so we need to keep an eye on this. But we're not really here for that. We're here for tropical storm. But so if you're in Michigan, like there, so that probably won't be really our main focus. There are monster risks, but there's no tornado risk today. Tomorrow we might have a chance to go live. If I look at the tornado risk, well, maybe not, but that for some reason wind or hail gets upgraded. Probably hail tomorrow. So all right, I'm gonna get everything set up and working here. Anybody in chat, like you can ask me what's gonna happen to what for the hurricane, well now tropical storm, but it just feels like now wrong that it's now tropical storm, because it's been a historic hurricane, just because of it's producing catastrophic, and we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Here, a tornado possible, so we do have some storms in here. We might see a new severe thunderstorm warning, and that's some rotation. So can I be? Oh. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay. Hello? Alright, for some reason. Hello? Okay. Yeah, I used my phone to switch the warning count. It has not done that at all. And we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in Texas. I wonder if it'll let us. Look at this thing. Let's see, maybe this. Let me turn off the. So I'll be able to see this. Alright. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning for Toller. And it has some half dollar size down 6 mile per hour wind. So make sure to, if you're in that's headed toward the Dallas area. And this is just the path of what the National Weather Service is thinking what it's going to take. That's probably the most likely scenario. And everybody who's probably in this path needs, so if you're, say, will it impact the town? Probably will, so. And it takes a big turn. It'll make landfall around early morning on the 8th, so I'll try to be live for that, just so we can get the coverage to everybody who needs it. Coverage to everybody. Make sure to share the stream, just so we can get this information out, because there's probably some people in Texas who do not know about this. Who probably live in South Texas. Okay, so we need to make sure everybody's aware of this. I don't know where it's gonna make landfall. I don't see really any town, but it's probably gonna impact some people, because there's probably some people down here who live. As it starts to move, as you see there, it's gonna take a big turn. So if you're probably in Arkansas or maybe in Oklahoma and like northeast Texas, you're probably gonna see some rain and some winds. So just probably, you don't really need to worry about anything. Okay, perfect. Alright, that's done for. Alright, I had the new count. Let's go look at these storms in Michigan. These are the most impressive. Seems like the one back in Virginia expired. This one might get a tornado warning, but just be aware if you're in Tawas City, Man, it's getting close to whatever lake you call this one. Oh, I was 7 when I started studying that stuff. I don't know. So it's getting close to the Great Lakes. We do have some other storms back here. I might have said that we could have seen a virus with this. This looks a lot more. This right here looks a lot more impressive than what we saw earlier with this big line of storms. But alright, we're gonna do our first forecast for Hurricane Beryl. Let's put Beryl on and let's see. Let's cone. So here it is. Everything's gonna work. Alright. Everything's working. So this is at 11 a.m., which is about 4 hours ago. So it's gonna continue on the path. And it seems like it's updating, And you do have these that we'll probably have to worry about. So we're probably going to see like a 5% chance or maybe a 2% chance of tornadoes when this takes landfall, because that's what kind of evolved with a hurricane. And as things going as Hurricane Beryl, you see the rotation, but you won't see an owl until it makes landfall. Really not the most impressive. So it's gonna be kind of going along the surface right there. And whoops. So you see, this is when so if you're in Corpus Christi or in Kingsville, you need to be hurricane aware. Make sure everybody in those towns need to know what's about to happen. And then start seeing some of these. So on the morning, we're probably gonna be live from like 7 a.m. to like maybe 11 a.m. maybe. So we're gonna be live for a little bit on those days. So we have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. So we'll be doing an update, I think, today and tomorrow. And then on the 7th, we'll be doing coverage on landfall. So this is when we'll do the night. It'll probably be like around here when we do. So around here, we'll be doing coverage. And we're going to be covering tornado warnings, everything we need to cover. And then we'll probably hop off, get a good night's sleep, and then head to the next morning where we cover this thing doing landfall. So we're going to have 4 for sure streams. I'm planning on going live tomorrow. We might not go live tomorrow. We never know. But we're going to cover this thing as it is making its way to the United States. I will be trying to post more videos on updates on the weather. Trying to figure that out. So I want to do it on my computer, but I just still can't figure it out. So we do have severe thunderstorm warning here near Johnson City that just got issued. We'll worry about that later. So make sure to get this information out to everybody in Texas. We just got some new severe thunderstorm warnings in Virginia, so we need to go look at that. I'm gonna look at the screen real quick and check if the bottom thing's saying what it's supposed to. Yeah. Okay. everything's looking good. Okay, let's look at this. So you're gonna see some core size hail and 6-mile-per-hour winds. With this, if you're in Richlands, Frock Level, Tazewell, North Tazewell, Springville, Bandy, make sure to be indoors. So if you're in under severe thunderstorm warning, make sure to be indoors. Today I don't think we've had a single tornado risk. Yeah, we've not had a tornado. So we've not had a tornado warning today. Today's not really a significant day, so we are starting to see the pause of severe weather. And let me show you why I think that. Temperature. This is very insane, right? Is what you're saying. I think the coldness from that is probably Hurricane Beryl as a mixture of tropical storm. Look at this. 90% chance of being above normal in the next 6 to 10 days. So if you're in Idaho, East Oregon, in northern Nevada, and maybe some of Utah, you need to, it's going to be hot. So make sure you're aware of that. And it's going to be colder than average down here in Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, and Kansas. We've had a lot of heat. And that's kind of involved in our positive severe weather. I know it's a positive severe weather because Ryan Hall y'all has not been live since May 26th, okay? And that feels like a long time ago. But this right here is going to make it our July probably not have that much severe weather. And this might be one of the last live streams of the month. So we're not going to really see that much live streams this month as of last month. But we're going to see more live streams since I'm on the computer now. I think it's June 17th. That was my first live stream on the computer. So you see that, but we will give severe weather updates. Really the only way I think we're going live is because of hurricanes or tropical storms. That's really the only way. So we're gonna see heat wave. Let's go to the severe weather outlooks here now. And then let me turn on the warnings. Let's see, is there tropical warnings? Everything's on, so we haven't had a tropical storm yet. Alright, let's look at what the National Weather Service is predicting. Today, it's basically over. The storms are passed by. But you do have some severe thunderstorm warnings, though. You have 3 right over here. We have a slight risk here. And that's what I'm saying. We don't even have a tornado. So we're probably not even going to see that much tornado warnings. But we could see more live streams as we go later in the year. Could see some tornado outbreaks. So if you're really in Virginia and maybe even some West Virginia, make sure you're just aware. And then, so you're gonna notice, really, no risk is gonna be in this area. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning in New Mexico. Core size and 6-mile-per-hour winds are expected. So we're now expecting some severe weather to happen once we got live. Did get the first tropical storm here in the Pacific Ocean. Tropical storm Alita. We really didn't do anything. It's probably just going to affect fish and maybe this one. Alright, this one island might get some gusty winds and some rain, but that's really all it's going to affect. And, you know, it's not really going to be prime. Like, if you're in the Pacific, like you live on the coast, don't really need to be aware this season thing, because, like, we're in a La Nina, I think that's what it's called, when the waters in the Pacific are cold. I get it for hurricanes, but I do not get it for tornadoes. I need to go more than that, so we can prepare for tornadoes the next season. Right now, hurricane. Why do I keep calling it hurricane? So this is the location of tropical storm Beryl. It's still in Mexico right now, which is weakening it from being a hurricane. So I think if this right here wasn't here, we probably would have seen a potential very strong, much stronger hurricane go to Mexico, no, in Texas. I remember when we were all back here. This is like the latest point, and we're wondering if it will go like here, like there. We're wondering. So, if you're in Louisiana, you're probably the western side is probably most likely impacted. We know a lot in the future now, so like we're gonna start seeing this thing. So this is most likely gonna impact Texas. It might take the farthest I think it's gonna go. Like if it's gonna have a U.S. impact, we might see a potential landfall around this area, but nothing too much. Talking a lot right now, seriously. Let's go back to the outlooks. No tornado risk today. Wind was the main threat, and then it's like a 5% chance of hail. Hail, I think hail's right here, and so there's not really a risk for hail at all. In Kentucky, West Virginia, so we're not really worried about today since it's kind of already passed. And then you still notice nothing's happening here, and then basically some of the areas that are impacting today are not even under chill thunder. You're gonna have a marching orders here, and then a Cyrus. So if this gets upgraded to a chance risk, we're basically going to do tropical storm Beryl update plus a severe weather coverage, which we're kind of doing today, but it's mostly concerned about tropical storm Beryl. So it's only probably the probability of us going live tomorrow is very rare. Not very rare, very low. Just because. Not even a tornado risk. If this gets upgraded to a 30%, we'll be going live tomorrow. Turn notifications. We'll probably still be going live tomorrow, but we'll not be doing severe weather coverage. And then the wind threat is low, but I think the only way we're going live tomorrow is that hail gets upgraded. And then we have a slight risk for well, this is July. Alright. So on day 4 now, this is, let me go back to day 3. So day 3 is when we do our first stream on landfall coverage, which is the night of July 7th. And we do have a Cyrus. So we'll be covering both of these at the same time. We don't have a 15% chance of severe weather. We've had a couple of those, but nothing really has happened. This has been probably one of the most quietest. Well, like the National Weather Service is not really believing in these events. Really the only event that's been significant is the one I heard Max Losser say there was 4 PDS warnings, but that's kind of an average severe weather, like a low end severe weather. I know, but it wasn't the most significant severe weather outbreak though. gonna update the warning count here. I don't want some echoing thing happening. Okay. I have chat pulled up if you're. So if you want to ask any questions, you can in the chat if you're in Mexico. Do you have a margin of risk here in day 3? I think probably the maximum total risk might be 5. I don't think a 10%, but there might be a chance Ryan Hall y'all will finally be live again. It's been a month. I've just been shocked we've had this quiet of a June, but there's been some significance here, like June 25th. It wasn't too significant, but I believe that should have been a chance risk. June 25th last year, a tornado outbreak happened. And then this year, June 25th, we had a severe weather outbreak happen. In Iowa and Nebraska, so that was basically the main area. Let's go back on the radar. Well, not the radar. Oh my gosh. Let's look at this thing. Beryl. So if you're along the coast, you need to be you need to make sure you know what you're gonna do this season, because it's gonna be high, it's gonna be. I can't talk. It's gonna be a more than average hurricane season, is what everybody's saying. All right. So you see this thing? It's gonna go. It's gonna travel up into, and you kind of see it kind of just disappears. It seems like. So this is what it is right now. Let me just turn off everything there. So this is Tropical Storm Beryl, as it is making its way. So it's going to be a Category 1 hurricane when it makes landfall in Texas later this week. Make sure to share the stream, share it on social media. Maybe or hit the like button so it gets the YouTube algorithm. We're just looking at this right now. See a full picture, and is there any else? Let me go look. Is there any tropical discussion that we could talk about? Seems like there's really nothing happening ever since Beryl came in, which is a good thing. So we don't have any more tropical storms, which I think we're probably gonna get some more. We've already had 2 direct impacts: Tropical Storm Alberto and Tropical Storm Chris. So we've had 3 named storms, 1 hurricane, 2 tropical storms, and then we have 2 direct impacts, which I'm Unless this thing for some reason takes a big turn and does nothing. We've already had direct impacts, so we have 3 direct impacts from hurricanes. Well, more probably, but this one's already impacted Jamaica, the islands over here, Richtown, that area, and Mexico. So this is what Hurricane Beryl is. Make sure to let people know in Texas that we'll be alive so we can get not everybody knows people do weather stuff on YouTube. So, so potential tornadoes in Puerto Rico? Is that what you're saying in the chat? Yeah, there could be a tornado. It does look like there can be a tornado in Puerto Rico. I will look at the velocity. Yeah, probably right here is where. Yeah, there's some storms in Puerto Rico, but for some reason they don't put a warning or anything. Let's go back to tracking tropical storm Beryl. I have chat pulled up right now, so if you like to ask questions, I can answer. It's kind of where I was as we're looking at this. Definitely saying you do have some spin here in right now, which is not a good sign. We think what we're hoping is that we didn't get really probably we wanted a tropical storm impact, but we're in a category 1, which is not that significant. Hopefully everybody's okay in Jamaica, the islands over here in Mexico. Most likely probably on this part of Mexico, the eastern part of that. So this is basically what's happening in the United States. Here. Alright. You have storms all around. You have storms in Texas, storms in New Mexico, storms in Virginia, Tennessee, storms in Michigan. Still a tornado possible one. And that's if you're in Bristol Beach, Linwood, make sure to know what you're going to do if there's a tornado in it. I don't think they will issue one because really just it doesn't look like it's going to be issued. Still, as you definitely see, there's spin. Whoops. There's still a. So there's spin still. There probably is some tornado. There's gonna be some tornadoes that we're gonna see on the 7th and the 8th from this. Oops. I think we're probably not really gonna see Category 2. So the highest it's gonna go is 85 mile per hour, and what's Category 2? I know it's 157, I think, for Category 5. It's like 75 mile per hour. Or what's it? So categories. So it's a 96 mile per hour winds is a Category 2, which we still have a little bit to go before, like, this might come a Category 2. Max gusts are 105 mile per hour winds. So I think the maximum of, like, now is probably going to be, like, the rest of this path is going to be a Category 2. But we're not thinking of it right now. As it's kind of like a little middle of Category 1. You see that? Well, as you see, seeing if you're in Oklahoma and Arkansas and Missouri, you might see some rain from this. Make sure to tune in for tomorrow's stream, as we're going to do another update on this. Because it's going to be updating every now and then, and so this is what Hurricane Beryl's looking like. That's it's moving. Let's go look at the similar. I'm gonna head back on the tropical HW Beryl. Are they doing evacuations in Texas? I think they might. I don't know. Maybe because of storm surge. I don't think really anything past like the what I'm probably hoping for that will happen. This kind of just hits on land. It doesn't just stay against land like this. That's what it seemed like it's gonna do. But we don't need more storm surge. We just we don't need what it's looking like it's gonna do. That's probably we're experiencing a worst case scenario maybe if this does happen, because we might see some more storm surge, and we don't need that. The severe thunderstorm warnings are coming down. Make sure to share the stream on social media. We need to get this vital information out for as many people as possible. Because Ryan Hall y'all doesn't he doesn't post every day. Like, you might not even go live for this. So I mean, there might be some people down here in Texas. Not just worrying about Ryan Hall y'all if he's going if you're worrying about a severe weather event, you need to find my opinion, you should find as much people as possible so you can figure out what you need to do, like max velocity, make sure you have all the plans for you, because there's gonna be a chance of tornadoes. So if you're in South Texas, there might be some chance of tornadoes. So we'll be watching that. It'll become a tropical depression, and we just got a new severe thunderstorm. And I think one just expired. We had 2 there. Nothing up in Michigan. So as of right now, this is what it looks like. At 2 p.m., we go to the next one. So this is probably our most accurate right now. You have to wait until 8 p.m. for the next one. But we can look at that. Let's look at what's going to happen between now and 8 p.m. It's going to be all the way here. That's going to be tonight. Let's go back to what it is now. It's falling apart right now, but then it's going to organize back to become a category 1. So you're just tuning in. We're doing tropical storm Beryl update. Finally got together with Hurricane Beryl, and it's making its way across Mexico as right now. This is our first update. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning. We're gonna do an update tomorrow. So tomorrow will be our final update for Hurricane Beryl. July 7th, we're going all in. The night July 7th, we're going all in for landfall coverage on Hurricane Beryl. The next morning, I plan to go live for the landfall of Hurricane Beryl. Hopefully I can wake up early. I like to wake up early, but I've been waking up a little too late. 8 a.m. So probably. So when in this thing? So if it comes in, yeah, they're saying it's gonna make fall. So 7, 10. It doesn't even look like a storm anymore. How do you guys like today's thumbnail? I came with this system where orange is severe weather. Red is it has to be a 10% hatch risk or above to be red, because that means tornado. And then light blue is light blue is snow. Seems like the Vince Weltley is heading its way down here to see as he's on the highway in Atlanta, in Texas, not Georgia, in Texas. So we might be able to see, on my phone, I can look at it and see what he's doing, because he's heading down there. I will probably have some Storm Chasers feed. I'll try to get it up on something, not on here, like on the main screen, but like try to see on my phone, kind of see what he's doing, kind of tell you updates, just so we can have an extra screen to see what's going on out there. But you won't be able to see it since I'm not some copywriter. I'm following the rules here, okay? My Freddie McKinney. We're having multiple storm chasers down here, so I'll be able to look on Real Mech on YouTube. So it's probably gonna be one of our biggest live streams yet. Category 1. And once we get in peak hurricane season, we're gonna have some more. Right now it's a high-end tropical storm. You could tell that because it's 70-mile-per-hour winds and 115-mile-per-hour max gusts. So this thing, it just turned into a tropical storm, as we can tell there. We've been live for about if anybody's like just tuning in, it'll make landfall at 8 a.m. And this right now, it's about to make its way out of Mexico in a couple hours. 8 p.m. That will be when it gets out. But that's when it seems like it's gonna get out. Well, we'll have our next radar. I think on 7 p.m. on the 7th, in 2 days, we'll be live for our first landfall coverage stream, and then in the morning we'll try to be live. I'll try to wake up for it. So this is the current view at Hurricane Beryl, at least an hour ago. So I'm just wondering, why is everything going for Beryl? Like, every landfall this year has been in Mexico. Tropical Storm Roberto, Tropical Storm Chris, and now it's gonna be in Texas this time. But Tropical Storm Chris, I don't think it did impact Texas, but Tropical Storm Roberto did. Because I looked that one night, and there was, I think, at least 4 tornado warnings. We haven't been live for an hour yet? What? Okay, it was... Oh, wait, we started at 2:30 around there. Let's see what... I think we started like 2:35. Share us on social media. Yeah. Hopefully people at least know about the situation. Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping. Because Like, if you think about this, there's people, I think, in Texas that probably don't know about this. Okay? Hit the like button. Make sure we get the YouTube algorithm. Maybe even share on YouTube, like something like we get everything ready. And tell them we'll be live. If they don't want to listen to the updates for some reason, it's fine. But make sure to tune in to our Landfall coverage live stream. Basically, the point of this stream is to get an update out to the people in Texas and to make sure they know we're going live on the night of the 7th and the morning of the 8th to do landfall coverage. Oh, wish it wasn't in the morning that Hurricane Beryl was making landfall. Which kind of stinks. Don't like that. We'll be live for an hour. Maybe we'll end it soon, but we do have tropical depression now. It's probably gonna affect some fish and maybe in this island, so you're gonna see some gusty winds if you're on that island. Let's just go take a break from covering tropical storm Beryl and let's look at some storms. Alright. Let's look at the one in Maine that's not about to expire in 2 minutes. So you're gonna see some quarters that sound 60 mile per hour winds with this. So if you're in Reed, Plantation, Orient, Ampney, Island Falls, Patton, make sure to get indoors. And one of our severe thunderstorm warnings just expired. We're probably going to see this one expire soon, so probably need to change the severe thunderstorm count to 1. But let's expire 1 minute. And I think we might see a new edition, so I'm not going to update that yet until I'm going to go for an hour. Just waiting for this severe thunderstorm warning to expire, so we're going to update the count. Put the count on there just to let you guys know that there is some severe thunderstorm warnings. We need hopefully we get some more subscribers the next couple of days, like especially and make sure to turn on notifications for our next couple of live streams that we do. This people in South Texas need to be hurricane aware. I've said that 16,000 times in the live stream. I'm mute because there's gonna be not just winds. We're gonna see tornadoes. So, well, this is my first time doing a hurricane, so try to do something. Hello. Alright, we got the count updated. We might see some more severe. Thunderstorm. Why does it update the severe thunderstorm count? We get a new severe thunderstorm warning for the one in New Mexico. Like, why? Why is it? I'm updating it, and it just says to do that. Like, So I did this during the day. I was questioning if I should go live an hour ago or maybe at night. And I decided to do it right now because more people are waking up. There are going to be some people who are going to bed at 7. Yeah. So you might see some more storms if you're in San Antonio and Austin. You might get some impact. Nothing too much. We might see some more storms this year that could impact Florida and Louisiana and Alabama, Mississippi. So if you at least border the Gulf of Mexico, you need to be make sure you don't have a hurricane about to hit you. And along the East Coast as well, we might see some hurricane happen. We've had hurricanes impact Florida before, like East Florida. So, just tuning in, we are doing coverage on her tropical storm Beryl. Well, an update. Make sure to put on your calendars if you're in South Texas. Landfall coverage. Be weather looking soon. This is what the United States looks like. We have hurricane or tropical storm. Why do I keep saying that? Hope he stops showing up. Look at 3D view here. This is 3D view for tropical storm Alberto. See hurricane. Tropical. Someone told me not to stop saying hurricane. I'm so used to that. Tropical storm Alberto is moving its way up. I'll be posting more videos soon, so make sure we'll be posting maybe like I don't know one. You know, have you know those documentaries? It's not on 3D. What do you mean? Huh? Thank you. It was on 3D mode. What do you mean? And it was on like 2D. The shock they didn't put a single risk for hail today. Not trying to but people in South Texas, they just experienced 4th of July, having the time of their life, and then you have to see that. If you're like in Central Texas, which that's like how far we get, that we that's you probably see some gusty winds, some rain. That's all you're really gonna see. So, whoops. I'm gonna map up when I'm gonna be live. So here it is. Wait. So at 6 a.m. I wish I could be live, but I just don't know if I can wake myself up. I probably need to set an alarm. Oh, so this is 2 a.m. If we go one more, 8 a.m. So maybe like at 6 a.m. so we can get the full landfall coverage. Probably set an alarm just so I can do it. Seems like Mexico, as we keep going in the future, it's not really going to be impacted as well with thought. But so if you're in like the Mexico part, and then this is, so that's when it's probably going to be taking landfall. And this is, alright. So tomorrow we'll be probably going live at the same time we just did today, maybe even a little earlier, like at 2. Then, for night 3, our first landfall coverage, we'll be going live at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., around there. Do landfall, our first landfall coverage, like pre-landfall. And then the next morning we'll do the actual landfall of it at 8 a.m. Recently we've not had the longest streams. July 2nd we had like a 50-minute stream, and then June 30th we had a 1 hour and 20-minute stream. So we're looking alright, it's taking the big curve because the high pressure system right here, it's taking a little move. Whoops, it's having it's moving as it's moving, that's why it's taking this big curve here. I don't think we would have been live if this thing did go into Mexico. Because of this big curve, like this thing probably would have just went into Mexico, which, you know. So we're probably going to see more hurricanes like this, so make sure to hit the subscribe button, put notifications on, and the like button, and we're going to see some more severe weather outbreaks. Alright, let's do questions time. You can ask me questions. So, oops. Wait, sorry about this, but Jay, Ohio, what's happening in Ohio? I don't say anything. I can just translate that or something. He asked me questions about anything happening in the United States. Severe weather, but severe weather is nothing's really happening, so Sorry about this, but I can't actually read that. I'm trying to. Can't put it in the Google Translate. I think I might do some like compilation about like the most significant stuff that's happened on this channel in like a video. So if you like to see that, make sure to tune in. I don't see anybody asking any questions. Tomorrow's the final opportunity to ask questions, so I think we'll do everything. Wrap up, update, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at about 2. So did you? That's weird. Okay. For some reason, you know. Alright. See you guys later. Tomorrow we'll have an update. At 8 p.m. That's tomorrow. We'll have the final. Will be the final moment. It'll be Tropical Storm, and it'll head back to be a hurricane. So see you guys later. We will be back tomorrow to cover some severe weather and potentially some of Tropical Storm Beryl. Tomorrow's update will be longer since it will be our final one. So make sure you'll tune in tomorrow. I will be working on some other videos I'll plan to post in the future. What is that? Cheers. Weird sometimes. Hopefully everybody likes the setup we have.